One of the most important parts of the parliamentary procedure leadership development event is debate. In the past, judging debate has been somewhat subjective. To help judges as well as advisors and FFA members, we are providing some additional guidelines and examples of debate. Each team member receives 40 points for debate during the demonstration. Members are scored on their best 2 debates and receive 20 points per debate. So if a member debates 4 times, the judges would need to score her only on her 2 best debates. Characteristics of quality debate include completeness of thought. All debates should include 2 or more points. Logical reasoning, clear statement of the speaker's position, conviction of delivery, concise and effective statement of debate, proper grammar, closing statement that recommends how the assembly should vote. It is worth saying that debate must be germane or related to the motion being considered. If an amendment related to a beef jerky fundraiser was being considered, a speaker should not be discussing another event. A suggested grading scale is as follows: superior, 16 to 20 points; excellent, 13 to 15 points; good, 9 to 12 points; average, 6 to 8 points; poor, 0 to 5 points. A superior debate would be characterized by a truly stirring delivery and brilliant in terms of information provided and/or suggestions for action offered. A truly outstanding parliamentary procedure team will have more than one team member in this range. Let's look at some examples of various debates. First, let's look at an example of a poor debate.
I believe this is a good idea and it would be great for our chapter.
This debate does not have an opening statement. It uses the words, good idea, and also lacks a closing statement. This debate should be scored in the 3 to 4 point range. Now, let's look at an average debate.
This cookout would be beneficial to our chapter. We have done this many times in the past and our members enjoy it. I know personally I've always enjoyed seeing a pie in an advisor's face. I encourage you to vote in favor of the motion.
This debate does have an opening and closing statement. It makes a logical argument. However, it only has 1 point and the thought is not completely developed. It should be scored in the 10 to 12 point range. Finally, let's look at a good debate.
Holding a cookout would be an excellent activity for our chapter. This is a tradition that our members look forward to each year. I've attended the cookout for the past 3 years. This is also a great recruitment tool for our chapter, but especially for our freshman members. So let's get behind this motion and vote yes.
This debate has an opening and closing statement. It makes 2 distinct points, includes a personal experience, and has well-developed and logical thoughts. Finally, it clearly states the speaker's position. It would be scored in the 14 to 15 point range. Now we want to give you a chance to score some debates. Watch carefully and write down what you notice.
I rise in favor of the motion. FFA Camp is where we plan all of our activities for the year. Without the valuable time we spent at camp last year, our chapter would have not been as successful as it has been. This was also a good bonding time for our chapter. For me personally, attending camp as a sophomore helped me get to know other members. Please vote in favor of this motion.
This debate has an opening and closing statement as well as 2 points. However, it was poorly delivered and would only score in the 10 to 12 point range. If delivered well, it could rise to the 15 point range.
I love going to FFA camp. My favorite thing is water ball. I love me some pink lemonade, choco tacos, and being away from my family, so let's go to FFA camp.
This debate has no opening statement and a weak closing. The reasons are not well developed and the speaker uses poor grammar. This debate should be scored in the 5 to 6 point range.
I'm opposed to this motion. Although the previous speaker brought up some good points, the trip to camp is expensive for our chapter, and we simply do not have the funds. Our planned trip to WLC has really decreased the funds available this year. Secondly, I would suggest that we hold our own training event locally. This could be tailored to meet the specific needs of our chapter. We have numerous past regional and state officers who could help us with this. Please vote no on this motion.
Although it takes a negative view of the motion, this debate has two well-developed points. It is realistic and offers an alternative to the motion. It contains an opening and a closing statement, and the speaker's position is very clear. It would score in the 15 to 16 point range. As we noted in the beginning, each team member should be scored on their best two debates. This can be a challenge with the pace of the contest. Some judges find it helpful to have one judge score the parliamentary procedure and one judge score the debate. This allows the debate judge to focus solely on the debate. This is at the discretion of the judges in the room, but is an option to consider. We hope this video has helped you gain a better idea of what debate should look and sound like, as well as how it should be scored. Thank you for your willingness to judge the Parliamentary Procedure Leadership Development event and for your investment in our students.